So a super important part of learning how to suture effectively is being able to palm the needle driver, right? So you'll see a lot of people tell you to hold the needle driver just like this with your ring finger right through the ring and index finger up top and thumb through, right? And this way it's very strong, it's powerful. You have a decent range of motion with pronation and supination, but it's not the most optimal because if we can palm the instrument, we are able to get even more range of motion, and you'll see that as we go along with stitching and transitions from backhand to forehand or just doing a running stitch, a lot of times it can be far easier if we can palm the instrument so we can flip it around 180 and go right back into it, catch and go right back into it. And so it's really important to be able to master this skill. And what I suggest doing is when you print out one of our suture kits, taking the hemostats with you and practicing opening them and closing them, right? So in learning how to palm, it's really important that you understand the mechanism of this needle driver. So you see the smooth plated surface on this side, smooth plated surface on this side. In order to open it, you need to separate these and then pull it apart, right? Separate and pull it apart. And so when you do that with your ring finger and your thumb, I am pushing outwards with my thumb and inwards with my ring finger and opening up, right? It's the same idea when we're palming in the right hand, okay? And so this piece, this flat gold edge surface, needs to go out, right, away from my hand, needs to go this way. This back piece, which is smooth facing my hand, needs to go this way into my hand. So the pressure that I need to do with my fingers means that this piece needs to go towards my palm and this piece needs to go away from my palm. And so I'm going to take my 3 fingers here, 2 fingers over the loop, middle finger on the actual instrument itself, and I'm going to hold that down into my palm. Then as I do that, I'm also pushing up and out with my thenar eminence and my thumb here, and so that I'm creating force just like this, right? These fingers are pushing down and in, this thumb is pushing up, and then once I have it unclasped there, I can actually use my thumb to then open the instrument, right? So it's an up and out, so up and then out to open my instrument. So it looks like this regularly, right? Again, pressure is going towards the camera with the thumb, and pressure is going down into my palm with these 3 fingers. And so it looks like that. It looks just like that, right? Now when you do it with your left hand, it's a little bit different because this is a right-handed instrument. And so the key you're gonna have to do is just look at your force vectors again. Where do things need to go? For this smooth-plated surface, this now needs to go out, whereas this piece here needs to go in, which is completely different. If I try to push down and it's going nowhere, right? Because again, it's a right-handed instrument. We can do that all day. So what you need to do is you have 2 options. One is to go ahead and hold on to this piece here with your thumb, push down while pushing out, or 2, use your thumb or your index finger, your middle finger, and push down on it. This is a 2-part motion, so unfortunately with this one where it's kind of 1 part and seamless, this left hand is a 2-parter. So again, you can either separate there, and then once they're separated, open like that, okay? And you can either pull down there and then go, or you can push down into your palm with this finger, push down, separate the clasps, and then open up, okay? This whole time, with this portion of my pinky finger and my ring finger, I'm pushing this way, right? Because in order for this to work, it has to go this way. So I'm pushing out, and then this thumb is pushing down on this piece. So this piece is being pushed down, this piece is being pushed out. Once they're released, I'm then free to use my thumb, just like how I did in the right side, to open and close, except I just can't make it 1 smooth motion anymore, right? So with right hand palming, it is 1 smooth motion. I can open the instrument, but now I need to do 2 pieces, right? So boom, open it, and then use it to gather my needle, right? So if I were to switch around, I would have to do that, right? Close, press down with my middle finger, open it just like that. So this is a great thing as well to practice. Obviously, the right hand's gonna be much more useful for you to master first, but it's not bad to have this in your toolkit as well. Just practicing being able to open it up. The firmer the needle driver is, that's when I use the middle finger, the index finger, but the looser it is, the higher quality typically it's gonna come with it. I can just go ahead and push down with my thumb there. But yeah, very important skill, being able to palm the needle driver.